And now, our feature presentation.
Are they twins or is one just a reflection?
Forget it, Nick.
What is this?
If I can't find a real man, I would rather die a virgin.
Last chance. I'm gonna count to 3.
It's a tummy fun.
Kill a camera.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Good Improv Watches, the show where we watch something stupid and you watch us watching that stupid thing. Your fate is sealed.
That's right. So either you are a fan of watching really stupid movies while people make really stupid commentary over it, or you meant to click something else. You were looking for like Clint's Reptile Room or something like that, and you accidentally clicked on our window. But either way, welcome.
Yes, I'm sure Clint's Reptile Room is a great show where
It
occasionally they'll watch an obscure movie, make jokes about it.
They should. We should switch. We'll do a crossover episode where we talk about the family tree of a species of animal, and then Clint will watch a stupid movie
I like
and
that
make
idea.
stupid comments as they go on.
Clint, what a great name.
Clint is a good name.
Oh, that was the name of the mean older brother in Weird Science.
It was Clint, but it's also the name of Hawkeye from the Marvel movies. So, you know,
Yeah, that's right.
stand-up guy there.
And
So,
it's Clint Howard's real name.
Clint Howard's real name, Clint Eastwood,
Yeah.
you know?
It's a tough name.
Yeah.
Once you say Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. Clint,
Well, and not only that, you're hanging around with
feeling.
reptiles all the time. That also gives a pretty tough vibe.
That's pretty badass, right? You know, it's
Yeah.
pretty good.
If
Handling
Steve Irwin
snakes.
wasn't named Steve, I feel like he'd be named Clint Irwin.
Clint Irwin would be better. He should have gone with Clint. Yeah. Really diverse name, Clint. If you write your favorite name in the comments,
There you go.
we'll talk about
Well,
that
whether
later.
you're named Clint, whether you're named Jim, whether you're named something else other than those two names, those are the only two names I know. Whether you're named anything else, thank you for watching. We're going to watch something stupid, and that thing is The Four Feathers,
The Four Feathers.
which is not the name of a bird supergroup.
No.
It's actually something much stupider than that.
Yes, yes. Now, this movie has been remade like 5 or 6 times since the 1915s, somewhere. Like since silent movie days, they have been remaking this movie. So, so let's see if we got it. Hopefully, we got a good version. When did this come out? 1978.
This is
You said?
78, yeah.
That's the year I was born. So this one's bound to be good.
Wow.
Do you guys think
All right.
that silent movie makers ever like George Lucas to their film and says, this is how I would have it if I had sound in it?
Yeah, this is how I always imagined it. I always imagined, you know, this guy to be humming in this scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I hope that they
Well,
do.
they just remade them. They just remade the whole movie. They didn't special edition them or anything.
Maybe Star Wars would have worked better as a silent film.
I would love to see silent film Star Wars. I think that would be great.
Yeah, Darth Vader's tying Princess Leia up to the space track. And all that.
All right, well, let's get to why we're watching these movies and talk
All
more
right.
about this.
Let's go. Four Feathers.
Four Feathers.
Made it just in time for the movie.
Oh, thank God.
And then the Clint Eastwood sequel, Four Feathers More.
For a few feathers more. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Wars don't have any people like with like a bass guitar nowadays, right? Like boom, 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 boom,
No,
boom,
no.
boom, boom. You know, while you're out there blasting each other.
Yeah, have a guy play a fife and drums. It's important for the war. Da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-ba. Bo Bridges.
Oh, wow.
And to a lesser extent, Robert Powell.
Simon Ward and Jane Seymour, the medicine
Jane
woman.
Seymour. That's right.
wonder if she's gonna be a medic in this.
Or a fortune teller, like she was in Live and Let Die.
We weren't supposed to shoot the medics, but it seems kind of like they
It
were already
seems like
blasting everybody else.
They do, yeah, they do. They shoot him. That's a very white name and a very non-white character
Abu
that guy
Fatma.
seems to be playing.
Whoa, what if the general just retreated? That's...
Hey guys, I have a unique plan.
A lot of horrible commanders have a eunuch plan.
That's true.
They don't have the balls for battle.
French army. I'd flank your left and collapse.
He's got a sweet mustache. Look at that number.
Yeah.
Cavalry.
What is that, a
You
horse
ruin
crop?
everything. You ruin
Nice.
everything, Dad.
Good, good. Now, which regiment do you hold?
Sasa.
Which hussars?
David, he's not one of your lieutenants.
The more he learns now, the better.
Not yet.
And he never will be.
Yes, dear. Show Papa the picture you drew.
This must be a Canadian film because she said lieutenant.
Rather than lieutenant.
Yeah.
Well, in Britain they say lieutenant,
That's no uniform, I
Right.
know.
And Canada's basically Britain.
basically.
Not in that uniform. There's no regiment I know. Study the uniforms, Harry.
He's doing a great job of raising
Nice
that kid.
drawing, idiot. That's how you motivate a child.
That's right. Oh, wow. That's an unfortunate expression to pause on. There we go. So is this the same boy that's older now and his mom has passed away? I'm
Right.
guessing.
From shame from his horrible drawing.
It was horrible.
She wasn't disciplined enough.
And then he probably drew this too, and now his dad's looking, this portrait
So this is
stinks.
stepdad, I take it.
Sent to bed.
Can I light my candle, Father?
To bed.
Oh, I've gotten into this argument so many times with my kid. No, you can't light your candle. Go to bed. It's just endless portraits here.
Harry.
La 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 la.
Can't you just throw a blanket over the kid's head to make it think it's nighttime and then it falls asleep? Isn't that how that works?
That's usually how it works. Building character. Why carry the candle? At this point, you got to go upstairs in the dark. Candle's just a hindrance.
Yeah.
Wow, this kid's got that Robin Williams aging disease.
He's
From the movie
looks-
Jack.
He looks really different every time he ages too. He has plastic surgery each time.
Yeah. He's become Joffrey from Game of Thrones here.
To advance. In those hours, a man ages years. The minutes ooze by.
Nonsense. It's a good time to study the terrain. See where the pits are.
His dad looks like Mark Twain.
Does a little bit.
I remember those moments of waiting at Sebastopol. How they broke a man down.
Wow. Each gentleman has a larger moustache than the last.
That's right.
All the while we waited.
So that's how they rank them in the military. The bigger the mustache, the higher the rank.
Refused. Ruined him, of course.
Sneaked back to London like a whipped dog. All doors were closed to him. Finally had the decency to shoot himself. All this talk of
That
cowards.
was kind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was nice.
decent.
Gentlemen, a toast to the General and to his hospitality, and to the youngest Faversham. May Harry serve his country as well as all the other Favershams before him.
Oh, but he won't want to, and that's why he'll get a feather, because that was your. If you don't enlist or you don't want to go to war, they give you a feather to shame you.
Oh,
he's
think the
get
kid's going to
4
get the
of 'em.
feather?
I think the kid's gonna get the feather.
4? He's going to collect 4 feathers? He's going to not enlist for 4 separate wars?
4 wars in a row.
Wow.
I don't know. La 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 da 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 da.
By the time you got 2 or 3 feathers, you want to see how far you can ride that out. See how many you can get.
Yeah, but see, the problem here with this drill is Zulus rarely just stand there ready to get hit. You know, they tend to move around.
No, they naturally have a target on their bodies.
That you cleared a path for me. I doubt if we'll ever see action. What about Egypt? The Dervish rebellion's spreading. Do you smell that?
It's horses.
Yeah, it's horse.
Everywhere is horses.
Yeah, we all smell it.
That's the stable, Jack. No, it's a peacetime career ahead. That's why I'm resigning. Of course you are. You're always bloody resigning. This time I am. I'll believe that when you go before the old general and tell him his son has decided to become a civilian.
Oh, hold on.
What?
Whoa. Whoa.
YouTube bots don't like what we're doing here.
Oh no! Well, this is an anti-war film.
I think it
and
must
I don't
be.
like it.
They're pro-war here.
I think
YouTube.
this is I think eventually he goes and he overcomes his cowardice. I think that's what we're supposed to gather from this. Is that
Come on,
but we'll never know.
warmongers at YouTube.
Never know. YouTube doesn't want you to know the truth.
Gotta love that message.
So instead, we're going to be going over the family tree of this salamander. Welcome to Clint's Reptile Room.
I wonder what formative part of his youth that we witnessed was important to this film.
I think that that he never really clicked with his stepdad and the whole military thing. He was playing soldiers, and the dad critiqued his formations. He had a neat uniform. No, people don't wear that. Go upstate, be brave. Go up. He's trying to whip him into like being a brave,
whip into shape,
fight for your country kind of kid, like his dad. You know, order people to their death, and it's yay England. You know, just like your old man. But he doesn't want to. I don't think he wants to do any of that. I don't think he's interested. Don't think he cares.
He probably.
That's what I'm thinking. That's where I think the conflict's going to be.
Paintings.
Yeah, he just wants to do paintings, drawings.
I think it might have taken a similar path, but with a slightly different spin. I think he'd be, they'd be ordering him into battle, and he'd be saying things like, "Oh, can I light my candle first?" And they'd be like, "No,
go out there. No,
it's battle time." You know,
go into that foxhole without it.
See, and I think at some point there would be 4 separate birds that would converge to become the 4 feathers and really like take on some evil.
Like Voltron?
Yeah. So it's like a flamingo and an eagle and a hawk and like a sparrow all come together. But when they like form, it's like a whole different, like a 5th bird. I don't know what bird.
What would you like a flamingo? No, what would you have on your? I'd have an eagle, definitely. An eagle would be like the main
Obvious.
body. And I'd want some sort of like toucan, because I think that would be good for grasping things for one of the arms.
See, I think the flamingo's got that going too with the beak.
True.
It's got a nice long neck too, so you can maneuver. You can,
pelican. True. Get a pelican beak in there.
Ooh, for storage.
Yeah,
there you go. That'll be the backpack.
Room. That's a pocketed bird.
Voltron bird.
Smart.
So what you could do is you could just loop a movie together of all like 6 different versions of this film. Now it's just cutting back and forth. YouTube doesn't know what to do with it.
Doesn't know what. You're breaking so many copyright laws right now.
You know what probably set it off is probably the horses. Because there's lots of movies with horses that are copywritten. So it stopped it just in case this was one of them.
Wow. Maybe Seabiscuit is one of these horses.
Oh, maybe.
So is that Bo Bridges on the horse? I didn't get a good look at him.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, really?
The smirking one. The one that's smirking there.
Oh,
on the left?
Yeah, the one who doesn't have the flag covering his face.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That looks, I guess maybe it is.
Yeah, it could be. Could be Bo Bridges.
He was never my favorite Bridges. He was probably my least favorite.
Jeff Bridges is the one.
Really?
Jeff
no,
Bridges
I like the dad. I like Lloyd.
Lloyd Bridges? I picked the wrong day to stop sniffing glue.
Yeah. He's funny, man.
He was really good on Seinfeld as well.
Yeah.
Like a personal trainer as an old guy.
Oh, yeah.
Put him into shape.
Lloyd Bridges.
Yeah. You ever watch the Bridges of Madison County? I was disappointed that none
Bridges
of them were.
Of Madison County.
All the Bridges were played by different members of the Bridges family.
Yeah.
So with Jeff Bridges, though, you can watch his movies, and if you're tired of watching his movies, you can listen to his music.
Oh, like for real?
Yeah, he records like country music.
Did he do that after he won that Oscar for that country music?
I think he got into it with that. I think he always liked it, but he played the guy, and I've heard him. I don't think I've heard one of his songs, but I've heard him guest sing on a couple people's albums.
Oh, okay.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Yeah. He's probably soulful at this point in his life.
Yeah.
I can see Jeff Bridges playing Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
He'd be good as that. He played Rooster Cogburn.
I think he'd do okay.
Yeah, the eye patch guy. What is that? True Grit. That's it. Yeah.
True Grit.
Yeah.
True Grit.
Yeah. I like John Wayne.
That for feathers.
Rooster Cogburn. He was good in that.
Yeah. That was a good movie. I've seen both. I've seen both the original and the remake. Which one's better, do you think? Do you think the remake's better, or do you think the original's better?
The remake's like it's more modern, certainly.
Yeah. It's less dated.
It is less dated. It's filmed in a style that I think is more palatable than the John Wayne version.
Yeah. But then the John Wayne version, if you just know that like this is going to be an old-fashioned Western.
Yeah.
And approach it like
Also, I really don't care for Katharine Hepburn. Like, not a fan.
No.
Found her especially grating in that film because she's the old kind of talks like this.
Thank goodness she hasn't been in a film in probably 40 years.
Well, she's dead now.
She better not start again, I tell you. I'll boycott it.
Who was it? It was Gary Sinise. Gary Sinise was on a talk show, and he was talking about when he was on Broadway, because they brought up like if they tell you that, oh, by the way, before you go on stage, this famous person's in the audience. And they like, oh, I hate that when they tell you that, because I don't need to know that. I'll just be thinking of that while I'm in the play. And he said he was doing The Grapes of Wrath, and there's a bit where Tom Joad is beaten to death. And he said while we were doing the scene, one of the actors farted. And it smelled bad, and you know it wafted into the audience, and you just heard from the audience, "Oh my God!" as it reached Katharine Hepburn.
That's a good story.
That was a good story. I like Katharine Hepburn when she was young. I liked her in Bringing Up Baby, for example. Bringing Up Baby, she was very cute in Bringing Up Baby.
Well, let me give that a Google here.
Bringing Up Baby. That was a good movie.
What a hell of a stream we're running here. Jordan's just Googling movies at this point. This is low effort streaming, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
We're getting out of this drive-in theater. We're getting back to home base.
You think we've lost the people already?
Are you
still watching?
Maybe they're interested. Maybe they're interested in hearing us just talk about
shit. We can't watch
shit.
this movie if they're not going to let us watch it.
Yeah.
Right.
YouTube is
Good
still
point.
alerting me now, even though there's nothing at all.
Yeah.
Still threatening to shut it down.
YouTube.
Maybe it's your face, Stan. Maybe your face is copywritten.
Maybe we're just
somebody
not allowed
else
to talk about copywritten things
has
even.
copywritten your face. Maybe it's because we're talking over the movie and they're like, that's rude. People want to watch the movie. They don't want to listen to people talk over it. So they shut it down.
We have had feedback like that in the past. Fair enough.
We have. I've got a quotable Hitchens book here. Let's see if he's got anything to say about Katharine Hepburn. Let's see.
Really, this is all part of Jordan's war on Katharine Hepburn. He's had an axe to grind with Hepburn for years.
No Hepburn references.
No.
Yeah.
Bring Up Baby and Philadelphia Story. That's another good Katharine Hepburn movie.
And then Tom Hanks remade that one later on, that Philadelphia
I
Story.
don't think it's the same. I don't think it's the same at all. I don't think they're remotely similar.
I'm pretty sure they're the exact same movie.
Like you're watching thinking Philadelphia is a remake of Philadelphia Story. Like I don't remember the AIDS at all in the original.
This is brutal. Oh, this must predate the AIDS epidemic by 50 years. I can't believe this movie predicted it.
Nothing on Philadelphia either. Christopher Hitchens had no opinions on Philadelphia.
Yeah, well, there you go. There you go. So. Hitchens is dropping the ball.
Hey.
Yeah.
Dropping the ball.
Does it surprise you guys? A devoutly religious man like me is reading Christopher Hitchens' book?
No,
Devoutly religious man.
I don't think so, because people can read all sorts of things. It's when you stop reading and read only one type of thing that's when it becomes a problem, right?
Right.
I don't even need to read. The party just tells me what to believe, and that's what I believe. Easier than having to read anything for myself.
It saves so much time. You guys.
Joke's on you, buddy. I don't read nothing.
This call time in, one pamphlet. That's all we got, and you're done in an evening.
Exactly.
So much free time.
Somebody reads it for you. They read it to
you. This movie that we didn't watch has produced more jokes than most of our streams.
There you go.
Well, thanks for tuning in anyway.
We'd like to thank Beau Bridges for making this film, and we hope it all works out for him.
Yeah.
Indeed.
We hope you had a good time laughing at this with us.
We'll see you next time.
Sorry, everybody. Have a good night. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.